mess with the chemistry right now. I think you have to see what happens. I don't know this. I really like Ashley a lot and Michael in real life and have spent time with them, but I kind of think this will be their last season too. Again, I have no indication of that, but I just think that Michael is done, like after all the allegations. And I think he's a little getting done, that just from a vibe I get.
I say this all the time, no offense to anyone in particular. I have to be honest with this audience. When Ashley comes, like when I tag, like when I have a guest on from Potomac and I tag the names, there's always like someone, I swear to you, and I always like, I'm like, who else? I know there's one more housewife. And it's always Ashley. Ashley to me, like I don't pay attention when Ashley's on the screen. I still think Robin has less of a storyline, but I don't know. There's something about Ashley. I do not mean any offense to this. I just don't think she has that like Luann de Lesseps, like that star quality, like that thing. Like, I mean, a lot of people hate Heather Dubrow. I can't look away when Heather's like, there's something about her. Ashley, to me, it's like she just is so vanilla. And that doesn't mean that she's not a great person. I just find her ordinary. And I don't want my housewives ordinary.
I think, and she's said this, but I do think, and I like, I'm sure you follow her on social media too, but I think she's completely evolved to just mom life. She had the Candiace vibes when we first started, right? She was the shit stirrer. She was out there like, whatever, sex, arguments, in fights, but I think she's done a real spiritual journey. And I think she loves being a mother. She loves being a mom to those two boys. I think she wants to do that. I know just personally too, like she and Michael are really in love and connected. Like, I think it's her relationship with Michael above anything else. I don't know. I think they're kind of over it. I think this
that's great. Like if this has run its course for you and you're going to be like, you still have the fucking fame. So just like, if you don't want this to affect baby Dean and the new baby, whatever his name is, I forgot. But like, if you just want to live like a nice life, like that's commendable. You're not star fuckers. Go live. I just don't think that to me, she's not a housewife. Anything about Salt Lake? I mean, Salt Lake is filming. Were you telling me that Jennie Nguyen there are people that are loving her on social media and standing by her?
Oh my God. Did you read her posts from, last night?
No,
oh my God. People are like loving her so much. And it's just always fascinating to me, right? Because someone gets canceled. And I was saying this to you before we started recording. I think, when you get canceled, it's like all your haters drop off. And then like the people that love you, oh my God, do they rally around you? She just posted last night, whatever you do it with passion, 18 hours ago. The comments, now again, she could be going in and deleting them, or her team could be deleting any of the negative ones, but people are just like, oh my God, I still love you. Gorgeous. I love you, Jennie. Love you on the show. Beautiful girl. I love your hair, Jennie. We have your back. Are you back in the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? We missed you. Then people are writing, no, this is the season 2 finale. Duh. They're like, oh, okay. Own it. Be you. I mean, it's just.
Is there anything about like freedom and you should be able to speak and say what you want? And
I'm going to miss you. No, I mean,
because I just think she now represents, this is just me, that's where my mind goes. She now represents I'm not saying this is true. I think I don't relate anything to politics, nor do I talk politics on my show here. But I think that, when you have like a Meghan McCain who speaks out of like, if like it's if someone liberal does whatever, they get kept. If someone conservative, like a Jennie, like as a Trump supporter, does something, they get canceled. And I just think that it's like with Kelly and Rick. There are a lot of lovers of Kelly Dodd and Rick Leventhal. Let me tell you, I can share all my DMs and every one of you who listens who loves them. There are people that like Kelly and Rick, Jennie, they represent the less liberal person who says we are the ones who are not, like, we're the ones that accept everyone. And like, you can say what you want in this country. Like, I understand. So I think Jennie she's going to have this, there's going to be people that, so I just think, I wonder if that's it. Because Kelly and Rick get that. They get like, Thank God you had them on, two people that just speak, and more people need to speak. And I'm not taking any sides, guys. I'm just, so I think Jennie will have this fan base now that's going to stand by her. I mean, according to
she
you,
does.
we have this here. Okay.
My favorite housewife, a conservative at her finest. I will miss you. Loved you this season. Don't give in to the mob. You're the realest one. People go crazy. So yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, she's got her supporters. By the way, was she fired even before she put out? No, she put out the apology and then she was fired, right?
She put out the apology and then she was fired. Yes.
And do you think there's anything she could have said to have saved her job? Or
not
no? You think
really?
Okay.
Not really. I just go back to, how can I say this nicely? I don't want to say I don't believe Bravo, but I believe that these decisions are not based on race or outrage by any network. I believe it's like they're not going to let Ramona go, or they're not going to let, Jennie, to me, was a throwaway housewife.
Disposable. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
to the powers that be. I'm not saying she was but when they look at her, they're like, all right, she's one season in. We have Jen Shah. To your point, this is not Potomac. We have Jen Shah. We have Meredith. The show doesn't need fucking Jennie Nguyen. So it's easy to say, look at us. We're so liberal and let's get rid of her. You ain't going to do that with Ramona. Ramona's going to be back. Let's just put that out there. So I think when, they didn't do that with Catherine Dennis on Southern Charm, they made this a moment. Let's talk about it.
Catherine Dennis is still there. Yeah, you're right.
They're not getting rid of Catherine Dennis on Southern Charm. I think they did with Stassi and Jax. And I think they did. And then they had this complete failure known as Vanderpump Rules last season. And they're like, well, they can't bring Stassi back now. It's too late. That ship has sailed, guys. I mean, they're not. But I think they would not necessarily fire Stassi if they had to do it all over again in Jax. I truly believe this. And so now it's like, well, we did, and now we have a fucking failure here named Vanderpump Rules. And how is this show going to get back on course? And we ain't letting any of these people go that everyone says is racist unless it works for us. Yeah, they got rid of the guy on Below Deck and edited him out. And so first year housewife, that is really what I think. And it's not going to be Catherine Dennis. Southern Charm without Catherine Dennis. Excuse me? No, honey. No.
She looks gorgeous.
And Ramona Singer, not yet. I mean, maybe at 77, maybe, but they're not done with Ramona. So I really think it's a convenient, that's what I honestly think.
It's fascinating to me because Catherine Dennis has a lot of castmates that defend her too. And what was fascinating, and you and I talked about this, about the Jennie Nguyen thing, was all those castmate members turned against her. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're just trying to save their jobs. Maybe they truly believe what she said was awful. I don't know.